Hello, sisters. I'm Laura Wolf, and today we're talking about what is feministation. What? Feministation? What does this word mean? Well, I'm sure you've probably heard of the word manifestation. Manifestations are things that have already come into being. They've actualized, they've been realized by us in some way. So, my living room is a great example of manifestations in my life. So, I had the vision for a while that I wanted to have a living room that was really deep saturated colors. I love this deep turquoise color that my sofa is, and this like orangey salmony color on the wall, and the art and the plants and all these things. So this is all stuff that's already happened. It's already manifest. And it could be objects like that, or it could also be things more like a job. You can manifest a job that you have been wanting that's more in alignment with who you really are, or manifest a relationship that's really nourishing to your heart and your soul. Feministation has more to do with the energetic states of being that allow the manifestations to actualize, to come into existence. So, feministation has to do with getting ourselves attuned to and starting to live as these energetic states, such as relaxation and openness, expansiveness, and joy and gratitude and fun and flow. These are all energetic states of being that allow us to receive what we really desire to receive and to actualize in our lives with far more ease and less effort than working hard to make something happen. Now, let's talk about that for a moment. So, in the United States, we have lived under a cultural ideal for several hundred years now that if you work hard, you can make anything happen. And there's a lot of truth to that. This nation is a testament to that motto or that manifesto, if you will. It comes from, historically, it comes from back in the 17 and 1800s, when most of the European settlers still lived in the eastern half of the United States. And a phrase was invented called manifest destiny. And what it referred to was people going out west and working hard to conquer the land, to survive the elements, to grow food, to conquer the Native Americans who were living in this entire country, and to create a new life out west. And it was true. You had to work hard to make stuff happen or you would die. It was not for the faint of heart. If you were not willing to work hard, you were not going to survive in the West. And many did not. Many died on the wagon trails on the way west. But that idea has continued in American culture, that if you work hard, you can make anything happen. It's why millions of people want to come to this nation every year, because there is a reality and a truth to that, that you can start with nothing. And if you're willing to work hard, you can earn more than you can in many other places in the world. You can actually make a lot happen in this country if you really apply yourself. So that in and of itself is a truth, and it works. But the thing that you have to understand about this also is that it works better for people in a male body and male energetic system than it does for those of us whose spirits are housed in a feminine body and a feminine energetic system. The masculine body and energy system is literally designed to output energy. Think about procreation for a moment. The masculine's job is to output the seed to make something happen, right? To penetrate the feminine and to create a baby. The feminine's job in the procreative process is to receive, to allow in. And when we do that, and we receive the seed, then the magic happens inside of our womb space, inside of our belly. And it's not because we're working hard to make that baby happen. Nothing in our will can make that baby happen. That baby, that magic, that creative life force of the universe has its own innate intelligence, and it's happening inside the womb space without our effort, a lot of times without our permission, without our will or our control, that happens. So feministation has to do with that receptivity. And the thing to understand about feminine bodies is that when we are outputting energy all the time, as many women, our culture seems to require us to do, between children and careers and friends and emails and computer screens and taking care of a house, and just there's so many things, so many women that I hear talk over and over and over again. It's just about how stressful life is and how it never stops and how there's always more on a list to do every day than there's time to do it in. What happens for the feminine when we're engaged in that full throttle is our bodies break down. We're just not designed to be outputting energy like that all the time. We're designed to receive, to allow, and for this incubation process to happen inside of us. So when a woman is outputting energy all the time, we become exhausted, we become depleted, we get autoimmune diseases, we get chronic fatigue, we get cranky, we get like sort of shut down and brain foggy and overwhelmed, and we don't feel like having sex when we're like that. It's just not healthy for the feminine to be outputting energy all the time, especially if you don't understand how the energetic system works and how to replenish yourself, how to refill that energy, and how to rest and how to do life in balance where you're not just going all the time. So Feministation, to bring it back around again, is about engaging these feminine states of being, such as, like I was saying before, expansiveness and love and joy and gratitude and ease and flow. It's about embodying and being and living from these states of being predominantly, about cultivating a relationship with these states of being so that that's where we live most of the time, which allows us to receive so much more than we could ever make from trying to make shit happen. It's not that you can't create a lot as an intelligent, powerful, driven woman. You can make a lot of shit happen. You probably have made a lot of shit happen in your life. But how did it feel in the process? How did you feel in the process? How's your body doing? How's your nervous system doing? If you're thriving in that, like, go all the time, push hard, make stuff happen, if that works for you and you're thriving and you feel energized and alive, that's beautiful. I am happy for you. But if it's not working for you, if you're starting to break down and feel exhausted, I want you to know about Feministation. I want you to receive these practices that can help your body to recover and help you open up and allow the universe and source to give you so much more than you were making happen. So step one in the Feministation process, these energetic states that precede and allow the manifestations to happen. Step one for the feminine is to soften. That's all, just to soften. When we are working hard all the time, our bodies become hard. We become tense. We build up all this like energy around our head space and around our neck and shoulders and back. And the tension that we hold in our bodies, it blocks and prevents us from being able to receive and actualize what we actually want, what we really, truly, deeply desire. So we're going to do this little practice today called Soften. I invite you to join me now if you like. Close your eyes and just start to get a little more present in your body. When you close your eyes, just start to land a little bit more on whatever you're sitting on. Let your shoulders drop down away from your ears a little bit. Become more full in your breath. Allow a little more breath to fill up your heart space and all the way down into your torso. And as you're breathing and just becoming a little more present, start to soften around the edges. Bring your awareness to the edge of your jaw first, and just imagine softening a little bit around the jawline. And then same thing with all around the eyebrows and the eyes. Just use your breath and your imagination to just soften a little bit. And this doesn't mean like use your will and your masculine energy to make yourself soften. And it doesn't mean to criticize yourself if there's a lot of tension there and it's kind of challenging to soften. Just notice that. And any little infinitesimal amount of softening that you do in this moment is beautiful and it's potent. So as you're softening through your jaw and your forehead, bring your awareness around to the base of your skull and start to soften where the base of the skull connects with the neck. Okay? And then bring your awareness down into your neck muscles and soften through the back of the neck. And bring your awareness into your throat, all the soft parts of the throat, just softening in there. And then drop your awareness down into your shoulders and your upper back, softening through all those muscles, even the spine, the vertebrae themselves, softening through there. Bring your awareness around to your heart space, your high heart, and just softening through the whole front of the chest plate and underneath your armpits and in the center of your heart. And as you're softening and breathing and noticing, just allow yourself to drop a little bit deeper down into your torso, into your organs and your mid-spine. Sometimes I hold a lot right in that spine, right between the vertebrae. See if you can just soften there a little bit between your shoulder blades and your vertebrae. And then drop your awareness down into your pelvic bowl, down into your belly and your low back, your hip structure. And just notice if there's any holding or tension in your low belly or your mid belly, softening. And then bring your awareness more down into your tailbone and your root, your connection with the earth, your hips. Soften all around that area, the low back. And bring your awareness down into your thighs and your knees, even your inner thighs. Soften through your inner thighs. Very important for the feminine to be soft in our inner thighs. And softening down into your knees and then your calves and your shins. And softening down into your ankles and your feet, imagining almost like there's air in the bones of your feet. And now that you've softened from head to toe, just notice how you're feeling now compared to when we started just a few short minutes ago. And don't give yourself a grade. Do not critique yourself. Just notice if you've softened a little bit here and there. Notice if there's still some places that have some tension in them. If you would like to, go back to those spots that are still holding some tension and see if you can soften very gently around those areas a little bit more. Feel free to do that. I'm going to go ahead and close us out of this video, but feel free to sit and practice softening as much as you want and to take this practice into your life. You can do this at your desk at work. You can do this standing in the grocery store line. You can do this really anywhere, anytime. Even if you just did 1 minute of softening, that is making you a more open, receptive vessel for life to contribute to you and flow through you. So thank you for joining me today, sisters. Namaste. Have a beautiful day.